What's up, y'all? I'm out here on Neely today by myself. We got a little current running this morning. We'll see if we can't get set up on some fish and put some fish in the boat and hopefully have a good day out here. So stay with me, man. We'll see what we can do. All right, we just got set up in our first spot. Got some pretty healthy baits this morning. Got some real nice gizzard shad. Get them out and get them cut up. That's a shad right there, boy. I don't think I'm gonna use real big baits off of them, but at least not at first till I see if they're actually active or what. Hopefully, you know, they're feeding, but the days that they don't feed too good, they prefer smaller baits if they're gonna eat at all. So guess we'll just have to cut it up and find out. We can only use 3 rods here at a time, so I think I'm gonna do body, head in the middle, and then body on the other end. And I like to, when I hook shad, if you want to keep the insides in, all you got to do is just take your hook into the insides, and bring it out the bottom like that, and you'll keep that gross stuff in there that they like. When I hook heads, at least on a shad head, skipjack I usually go under the bottom lip, not the top, but on the shad heads, especially when they're these big ones like this, I like to go in the back right here. Go in one side and come out the other side, so it's kind of an angle like that. It keeps it from hooking back into itself, and usually I get the fish when I hook it like this most of the time. Got one more. Let's get these bad boys out there. We got a big structure pile behind us, a bunch of logs. In the past, I've caught some pretty big fish here. Can't say I've pulled one out of here in a while, but also haven't fished it in a while. You never know. Always worth a shot. And I don't care how many rods I got, I always put one as far out in the channel as what I can, because you just never know. Caught a lot of big fish like that, just randomly cruising the channel. Actually, the biggest fish I ever caught was like that. Just throw it out in no man's land. Alright, we set up. See what happens. Well, no luck in the first spot. On to the next. That's a good bite there, y'all. Kind of feels like a good fish. I know he's biting. Good Lord, he smoked it. I had this rod tossed over in 3 foot of water. This is the only decent bite I've had today. Oh, you didn't come off, did you? He was running. I mean, running. I don't think he's bad. No, he ain't bad at all. It's about time, man. Like, for real, about time. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna have to put a net on him. I was sitting there playing on my phone and I didn't see the bite. I heard the bite. I mean, he floored it. It's probably a 20, maybe 25 pound fish. I'm gonna go ahead and get this dude netted, get him in the boat. I know, man, like I say, he hit this thing like a freight train. Absolutely smoked this rod. He is all kind of wrapped up. That is a short, fat fish. He didn't even eat one of the big shad that I have. The shad he ate probably wasn't that long. Little video shad. Get this hook out of you, bud. I needed some pliers on that guy. Say, man, he is a short, fat fish. Pretty fish, though. Well, I'm gonna get a weight on him real quick. I'm curious. I'm telling you, he's a chunk. Definitely taking fishing around here ain't been too hot here recently. I knew it. 23 pounder. Most definitely taken. Most definitely. Sorry, y'all. I thought I turned my camera back on, but I turned him loose just now, but not sure how much it got of it. But yeah, 23 pounds. I'm gonna put another shad out there. That's all he ate, just a small shad. I mean, it's barely, the bait's barely bigger than a little 3-inch peg float. If that's what they want, maybe that's the deal. They want real small bait. Like I was talking about earlier, I thought I was using small enough bait with those, you know, chunks of the bigger shad, but maybe they want smaller than that. We're gonna find out. That was so shallow where I put that. It didn't even sink. Supposed to be 65 degrees today, but I don't know about all that. It better start getting there real quick. I slipped on back on this ledge a little bit. I think I got a bite already, honestly. I thought it was weird when I turned around and it was bowed over like it was. I literally just got baits out. I'll take it, man, because it has been slow. Just little small shad, that's all they want. Anytime I throw a bigger piece out there, they don't touch it. It don't feel like a bad fish. I know it is starting to get warm out here. I said something earlier. As soon as I said something about it, I didn't know if it was going to make it to 65, which it ain't been that warm here lately, but it ain't been nowhere near it. I must have hit this thing in the head with this bait, because I mean, I literally just threw it there. Very similar in size to the one I caught earlier. Very similar. Almost makes you wonder if it's the same fish. I know one thing, man, I'm burning up in this coat. I'm gonna have to take this dude off. I'm getting warm out here. And I turned around and that rod was bent, and I'm like, I'm just using the trolling motor and spot locking. We got very, very light current right now, and I thought to myself, is it bent because the boat's swaying, or? And I kept watching it and seen it pulling and moving, and well, the rest is history. Whew. Hey now. right, y'all. Here he is. I'm gonna say he's probably pushing 20 also, very close. If not, chunky fish. I'll put a scale on him, see what he weighs. I guarantee you go 20. Be very surprised if not. $19.3. I was close. We will look, I'm getting another bite back here. I'm gonna get me a picture with this dude real quick. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get this 19.3, get him turned on loose. Hopefully try to catch another one. And let this dude get on bigger. See, bud. Got my Fat Rooster Planer Board hoodie on today. In honor to remember a good friend of mine, Brad Childress, passed away recently. He owned the brand and sponsored me for 2 or 3 years whenever he had everything going. So yeah, definitely gotta represent for sure. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Ah, missed him. I had him too, boy. I had him. I had him, man. I had him. Got a little too, I jumped the gun on that one. I don't usually do that, but I was in the middle of taking my hoodie off. It's done turned out warm. Pulled it right out of his mouth. That's all right. I'll put it right on back where I had him at. All right, we done moved to another new spot. Kind of the same sort of setup here. Sitting right on top of a ledge, fishing shallower off to the side, and then I've got one bait on the bottom of the channel ledge off the right hand side. So we'll see if anybody want to eat. All right, we got one last ditch effort to try to put another fish or two in the boat. We're gonna drag some bait because our flow has ran out. They cut the generators off, and this is about all we can do besides, I guess, pull up on a bank or double anchor, maybe suspend some bait, something like that. But I guess we're just gonna pull the river and see what happens. Alright, y'all, I dragged a while longer. Just couldn't come up with anything, couldn't get any more bites at all. But yeah, it was a slow day. I wished I would have figured out what was going on a little earlier than what I did, and probably could have had a little bit better of a day. But hey man, that's fishing. At least we did figure out what was going on, and I might get another chance to come out here sometime soon and do the same thing and get a little better video put together. But thanks for watching, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.